Chapter 30. Defeat of Shiva and other Devas. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Mudgalacharya continued the narration, saying that when Shiva heard the stinging words from the Pisachas and his Ganas, Shiva was agonized and arrived on the battlefield. Brahma, Vishnu, Kama, god of love, Kubera, Vasu, Chandra, the moon, Surya, Vayu, and Agni were also agitated and hurt. The chiefs of Rudra, who resembled the fire of death, and Bhairava, who was the chief of Bhutas, all joined Shiva and prepared for war. The leader of the Ashtabhairavas, the 8 Bhairavas, Veerabhadra and others joined Shankara, Nandi, Bringi, Pushpadanta, Mahakala offered support. Mahakali and the other goddesses joined the army armed with their weapons. Together with Kartikeya and his manifold army, Shambhu Maheshwara, seated on the bull, eager to battle, marched to where the Daityas stood. Seeing Shankara, who was skilled in warfare, along with his army, armed with different weapons, the Daityas released arrows. This enraged the Devas, who responded by attacking with their weapons and astras. This led to a terrible war between the Devas and Asuras. Both warring sides desired victory. They threw weapons and astras at each other fearlessly, besides shooting sharp arrows which spread darkness all around. The movements of the armies kicked up dust and clouded the atmosphere. In those conditions, it was difficult to distinguish one's allies from one's enemy. The sounds of the bells, conches, drums, and people shouting were horrendous. The neighing of horses, the trumpeting of elephants, and the screeching of chariots made deafening noises. A bitter battle ensued between the Devas and Daityas. They did not think of the consequences of war. The Suras, gods, and Danavas fought angrily with each other. Weapons met weapons, astras hit astras. Some were also wrestling with each other. Intoxicated with a passion to fight, the warriors fought each other in a fierce battle. Some were killed by swords, still others were hacked and harrowed. A massive river of blood flowed, containing flesh from the bodies of the wounded. Bones seen in it looked like floating ducks, and hair floated on it like a moss. Bows looked like snakes, and the floating heads appeared like lotuses. The headless bodies looked like tree trunks. The huge spears looked like floating logs. The umbrellas of chariots looked like turbulent whirlpools. The leather handle of the dagger looked like frogs. The river was capable of inflicting fear in the hearts of cowards and inciting for the brave warriors. Seeing the rivers of blood, the Daityas were enraged and attacked fiercely. They attacked the Devas from all sides with lightning speed. Devas fled helter-skelter. They were scattered all over. Seeing their plight, the chiefs of Devas tried to hold them with their heroics. Duels then ensued between the Devas and the Danavas. I shall describe some of them. The mighty Namuchi fought Kamadeva. Sambhara attacked Vayu. The warrior Shumba battled with the Devi. Nishumbha fought with Chandra. Virochana with Kartikeya. Kala Bhairava Deva wrestled with Kala Bhairava Danava. Mahishasura fought Kalagni Rudra. Prahlada wrestled with Vishnu. Viparichiti fought with Surya. Andak dared Veerabhadra. The powerful Durbuddhi Asura fought with Agni. The Danava Vishwapriya fought with Brahma. Sundarapriya with Shambhu. Matsara Asura, the king of Daityas, witnessed these duels. Hundreds and thousands of such duels were fought amongst the armies of the Devas and Daityas. There were innumerable such duels. The Devas would retaliate astra attacks with astras. Agni Astra and Vayu Astra were released to counter each other. In that bitter war, the 3 worlds trembled. Both armies suffered immense losses. Massive rivers of blood flowed. For 7 days and nights, this war continued non-stop. The Devas and Daityas relentlessly fought without a break. Shankara and other Devas were enraged. They attacked Astras with counter-Astras and killed many Daityas. They attacked the Daityas with renewed vigor. This resulted in some Daityas becoming unconscious, some were killed, and some were rendered disabled. Daityas were terrified and fled. They were chased by the Devas with their weapons such as Trishula, etc. Sundarapriya and many others fell unconscious. Vishnu and other gods assumed that they were dead. Witnessing these events, Matsara arrived on the battlefield himself. He made a loud noise which made the whole universe tremble. The twang of his bowstring spread terror among the gods. He released an intense shower of arrows on the enemy armies. His arrows were so powerful that they injured many Devas. Many were killed and many others were injured. Some of them fell unconscious. When he shot 5 arrows that pierced the heart of Kartikeya, the commander of the army was rendered unconscious. Similarly, Daityendra quickly injured Agni with 7 arrows and Nandi with 10 arrows. They collapsed as a result. He then injured others such as Veerabhadra with 10 arrows, Surya with 8, Chandra with 7, Anila with 9, Kalagni with 8, Mahakali with 10 arrows, Chief of Ganas Bhringi with 5 arrows, Kubera with 10 arrows, and Brahma with 100 arrows. Seeing this valiant display, Vishnu advanced to the battlefield. He released a torrent of 1,000 arrows on the Daitya. He averted them with ease. Angry at this attack, the Asura shot 100 arrows. Struck by those arrows, Vishnu collapsed. Seeing that, Shankara attacked the Daitya with his trident, but it was futile as the Trishula became ineffective after striking him and fell to the ground. Matsara heard a noose at Shankara and trapped him like an animal. He dragged him towards himself. Having captured Shambhu, intoxicated with pride, he said, "O Great One, do you wish to claim that you bestowed me with an incredible boon? You may be capable due to the strength of your karma, efforts. It's through karma alone that I have earned the position of the Lord of this universe. Jagadishwara, your pride is in vain." The Mahadaitya imprisoned all the 3 Devas and established himself on the heavenly peak of the Mount Kailash. Matsara earned the respect of all and indulged in the splendor of Kailash. Thus ends the 30th chapter titled Defeat of Shiva and Other Devas in the first Khand of the Puran Upanishad, Srimad Mudgal Puran, describing the legend of Vakratunda, dedicated to Sri Gajanana. End of chapter 30.